Also, we're having some economic problems. Have you heard about that? Have you tried to get gas recently? Have you noticed about inflation? Are you trying to build a house or get any raw materials and 2x4s cost 10 times what they did literally a year and a half ago? Well, DeSantis is also trying to figure out, well, how can we protect ourselves while the federal government does all sorts of crazy things related to inflation? And now the Biden administration is talking about a digital dollar, which kind of sounds cool because that has something to do with crypto and Bitcoin or something. But DeSantis can see through the curtain.
And there's a difference between a decentralized digital currency, cryptocurrency like a Bitcoin, and what some are talking about doing at the federal level to convert U.S. dollars into basically a digital currency. I think there's a lot of hazards with that when that's centrally controlled. I worry about the amount of power that would give someone in a central authority to basically be able to shut off access to purchasing certain goods. You know, we'd be in uncharted territories, and we've seen how some of these financial institutions acting at the behest of government can cut people off. Can you imagine if the federal government actually controlled whether you could even go in? So I know Biden issued an executive order. I'm very concerned about that, and I think it's something that we need to be watching.
It's the fundamental difference between decentralization and centralization. What the left seems to want, what the communists, I mean, there's just no point in calling them anything else. The Democrats, they're Democrats. I don't know what makes them Democrats anymore. What the Democrats, socialists, whatever they are, what they want is a centralized system, because in a centralized system, somebody makes the decision and they're above you. They're the elites, they're above you, and they tell you how to live. What freedom-loving people want is exactly what Ron DeSantis said right there, which is you want a decentralized system because that's bottom up. That allows people to exchange goods and services with each other, hopefully for the benefit of both. And from that, you can build not only, it starts with individuals, but then you can hopefully build families and communities and all of those things, and then states and everything else. So when Biden says that we want, perhaps in the United States, a digital dollar, it sort of sounds right. It's like, oh, well, there's something about Bitcoin and crypto and digital dollar. It sounds right. But as DeSantis correctly points out, if it's centralized, that means they can just cut you off at any moment. That means they can shut down your wallet at any moment. Remember what happened in Canada a few weeks ago when they were going after the bank accounts of the truckers? Think how dangerous it would be if we have a digital dollar and then you protest the government. And then all the government has to do, some government lackey bureaucrat, adios, amigo, your money is gone.